Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. It's a bit of a get ready with me while I tell you 21 things that I learned at 21. Being 20 was like probably the hardest year of my life, which meant that 21 came with a lot of lessons and like a lot of reflections. I don't know, I just felt like I've learned a lot of things that I kind of wish I had known when I was just entering my 20s. So let's get ready. I'm going to not bowl and let's chat. The first thing I learned is such a basic one, but it's just that I have so much time. I feel like this is something that I definitely have to remind myself about like all the time. Like even now, I get so anxious about decisions I have to make about my future and, you know, about my career, about what I'm going to be doing when I graduate, about not having a post-grad flop era. I wrote this list like a little while ago, and recently it's something I've been really struggling with again. So I guess that just goes to show that you can learn something and life can really make you relearn it year over year over year. But we do have so much more time than we sometimes feel like we do. Our lives don't end when we're 30. Like, I want to be cool at 30. I want to be mature and have all this life experience and do all these fun things and be the best version of me, you know? The second thing I learned at 21 is to not make things a chore. I feel like there's so many things in my life that I just like treat as something that I have to do rather than something that I get to do or something that I could potentially enjoy doing. I don't know. I definitely fall into the trap of making myself these like immensely long like to-do lists, and then like things that could potentially be fun just turn into chores as well. I know I love going to the gym. I know I like doing my uni work, but a lot of the times I treat them like a chore. I just treat them like something to get done. And I think this goes kind of hand in hand with something else I learned, which is to remember that like things that you're doing today are things that like years ago you would have been ecstatic about. I don't know, I just felt like I wanted to come to Edinburgh Uni. I was so excited about living in the city and studying history, and now I'm like, ew, uni is so hard and it's such a struggle and da-da-da, but it's something that literally past me would be ecstatic to know that I get to be doing. And I think it's important to look at it like that. A simple one, and this one is primarily about relationships, but it can kind of apply to any aspect of life. Say what you want and let it fuck things up, because if you don't, it will fuck you up. Oh no! At 20, I had a really shitty situationship, and I just thought that if I told him what I wanted and I was like harsh about the fact that I wanted us to be exclusive, then it would ruin our situationship and it would ruin what we had. But in the end, like pretending that I was fine with what we had was a lot worse for me than if I had just been honest. And yeah, it would have probably fucked the relationship up because he didn't want a relationship. But at the end of the day, I just got a lot more hurt like this. It's better to mess things up in the short run than to mess things up in the long run. Don't say yes to everything. I remember my 2021 resolution was always say yes, and I spent 2 years saying yes to everything. And yeah, it did mean that I got a bunch of great memories and a bunch of new opportunities, and I tried a lot of cool things, but it was also fucking exhausting. And I think now I've really learned that like saying yes to everything just isn't good for you. Sometimes you need to like get over your FOMO and just stay at home. You need to, you know, focus on your academics. Like there's a lot of situations in which saying yes to everything isn't what's best for you. Cringe is just genuine, and the right people won't judge you for doing things that you enjoy, even if they're like stereotypically seen as embarrassing. Like, I don't know, I felt like with like my previous group of friends, I felt really like shy about the fact that I wanted to pursue social media things, and like my current friends are so supportive of it. I just felt like it's so fucking lame to not support your friends, and it's so fucking lame to like think that things that people that you love are interested in are cringe. I'm just reading these in the order that I wrote them, so there's the order that they like literally popped into my head when I was thinking about things that I learned, and I was like, oh, that's fine, I can just like rearrange them in the video to like make it like interesting and have things linked together. And then I realized that because I'm doing my makeup, I obviously can't do that, otherwise it would be like a fucking Picasso version of like a makeup video. Just enjoy whatever order you're getting them in, I guess, and enjoy me looking like a ghost. I swear I'm gonna contour. Another nice and simple one, but you can be addicted to weed. I spend so much time smoking all the time and just being like, oh, that's fine, like I'm not addicted. You can't get addicted to weed. You can. And if you're smoking all the time, you are. If you have something to say, say it. Like, don't be afraid of confrontation, but don't repeat yourself. They heard you the first time and they just chose to ignore you. It's a really shitty and stupid misconception that cool girls don't care. And if someone makes you upset, that's not embarrassing for you. It's embarrassing for them that they made you feel that way. Another lesson from the situationship that I mentioned, but someone not wanting to date you or someone not like liking you, like doesn't reflect on you in the sense that like you're not good enough or whatever. You're just not what they're looking for. Your happiness is so much more important than other people's disappointment. Don't be a dick, but don't make your choices to make other people around you happy. Struggling with something is often a normal reaction to an abnormal situation, and I think this is specifically super important to remind yourself of if you struggle with your mental health, and if you're having like a bad day or like a hard time, you're like inclined to think that like, oh my god, like I'm having like a slip back. Like, it might not be. You might just be genuinely going through a difficult period in your life. Just say I love you. If someone's falling for you and they're just not quite there yet, they're not gonna get annoyed at you for feeling it sooner, and it's not embarrassing progressing to feel things sooner or like stronger than other people around you. So yeah, if you think you're in love with someone, just tell them. And if they make fun of you or like treat you shittily about it, that says a lot more about them than it says about you. I do wholeheartedly believe that, but I actually don't know where the fuck I learned that from, because I've never said I love you to someone where they haven't said it back. So I don't know, but I do think that, so slay. Someone else's lack of response doesn't negate the emotions that you chose to share with them. And honestly, again, it just reflects on them, not on you. I'm a big believer that like emotional responses are never invalid. Yeah, sometimes people can overreact, or sometimes people can express their emotions not in like a very helpful way. But at the end of the day, if I've hurt someone, that's always something I want to like take responsibility for and like discuss it. And if someone's like fully shutting your feelings down, then like, again, that's just really a them problem. When someone shows you their true colors, believe them. And another nice and easy one, you don't have to understand your emotions to feel them. I often fall into the trap of intellectualizing things and therefore not really letting myself fully experience my feelings. But like, it's okay to just feel things. Write everything down, because you are in fact going to forget. I'm a really big believer of this, especially when you're having like nighttime thoughts. Like, write it down. I'm actually going to be wearing blue contact lenses because the party I'm going to is mermaid themed, so I got some cute blue contact lenses. Hopefully they don't make me look like an absolute psycho, because I am going to finish the video with them in. I don't actually know if that's the right way to do my makeup, but I feel like maybe it will make my eyes water, so I shouldn't do my eye makeup beforehand. Okay, I don't know how well you can see them on camera. I'm trying to come closer, but they're like dark blue. I feel like they're quite fun. And now I'm going to do my eye makeup, and I'm thinking that I bought this like green like kohl, like, is that how you say it? Kohl liner? And I think I'm gonna do like a wing with that, because I feel like if I have a green wing, that might like really bring out the blue. If you think something would look hot on someone, just like not you, or like not your body, or like it would look good on you in the future or whatever, just wear it. It looks good on you right now. You don't need to change your body to like match it. And don't get me wrong, I know that sometimes you can't do that because you just like feel super like out of your comfort zone wearing something, but I've like really tried to wear things that I previously thought like wouldn't have suited me because I wasn't like skinny enough, or like didn't have the right body type or whatever. Firstly, I actually do think that's making the blue pop. I don't know how well the camera is like showing that, but I really like it. Secondly, another important thing I learned is that I'm here to experience my life, not the other way around. So I don't necessarily have to love me, I just have to love being me. I have to enjoy my life. If you actually like someone, you should be able to name 5 qualities about them that you like, and they shouldn't be like, oh, he's respectful. Like, they need to be like proper things that you like about this person. That's a piece of advice I got from my best friend after getting out of like a long and really shitty relationship. I was dating this guy and he was like, I don't get why you like him. And I just said, oh, he's like really nice. And he was like, that's not valid. With my current boyfriend, I can name like a billion things I like about him. And I could name a billion things I liked about him from the day that I started liking him. Last but not least, with my lashes and my lips completed off camera, it's not narcissistic to be confident in how good a person you are. And if you feel like you give a lot in your relationships, be they, you know, romantic or just friendships or family ones, it is okay to expect other people to give you a lot back too. Anyway, that's me done. I still need to get dressed and I'm running terribly late. The pre's that I'm going to start in 4 minutes. So yeah, that's my look. Also, my nails are very, very pretty. I hope you're doing well. I hope if you're navigating your 20s, this is making you feel a little bit less alone and a little bit less confused. And I love you lots, and I'll see you next time.